Year Review.
Cue that intro.
How about that old intro?
So, in this video, we're going to go over some of our favorite moments throughout the year, starting with the 6D Mark II video.
Yeah.
Canon 6D Mark II, at the time, everybody was really praising the Canon 6D Mark II. Matty Hapalja talked about the camera and gave it high praise. Peter McKinnon talked a lot about it as well, even though he didn't actually switch to it. But I talked a lot of trash about the 6D Mark II, and it was the first time that we ever made a video where I felt like I had an actual opinion about it, and I stuck to it even though it wasn't really popular belief. So a lot of the comments in that video were really positive. People agreed with us. Some people disagreed, and that was fine. Everybody's talking about how great this camera is. It's a piece of crap. This camera sucks. I'm angry. I'm angry at Canon. This camera sucks so much.
So the next kind of big video for our channel, really one of our biggest heavy hitters early on, was the GH5S video, A Filmmaker's Dream.
But the GH5S videos, all of them kind of did really well for us.
Yeah.
It was a really popular camera at the time, and it still is. I still think it's one of the best cameras out there still. And one of my favorite tests that we did with it was we compared it to the GH5 and just ramped up the ISO. Connor sat on the couch.
Really awkwardly.
And you could just see like how much noise was in that GH5 and how clean the GH5S was. But I remember this was really the first video where we started experimenting with our B-roll shots. We took different colored lighting effects, and I had these poster boards that we would use in the background to add just pops of color, kind of stealing a lot from MKBHD, honestly. Our next kind of big hit was NAB 2018. Obviously, if you've been following our history, then you know this. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K video was probably one of the biggest splashes up until recently, and I think we gained 100,000 views on the Blackmagic Pocket video within like a couple of hours. Like literally that day, we hit over six-figure numbers.
By the time NAB was over, we had breached 300,000 views. Yeah. Which
then led to, after NAB, our first kind of big collaboration video. Cameras available.
The Canon EOS M50.
Oh, nice. This camera has a flip-out screen?
We made a follow-up video to that, which was the very first kind of spoof video that we've ever done.
Probably my favorite video on our channel, the Office parody.
Yeah, so we took the intro of The Office and just made a parody about it, just kind of ranting about how Brandon and Justin were wrong and the 1DC was the best camera in the world.
Yeah, Dave played a Michael Scott character and I kind of played more of a Jim-esque character. Man, we need to make another one.
We really do.
It was so fun.
Going back to NAB though, one of my favorite videos that we edited after NAB was over was the Digiboom video. This video didn't get a ton of views, but the reason that I find it so fun is just because of the theme song that my dad actually recorded for us.
Digiboom, digiboom, digiboom.
Honestly, the NAB trip is kind of where we figured out our style and kind of refined it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Connor has been editing ever since he started working for us, but it was the NAB video where I saw him really kind of learn this style of comedy that I really love. This is where Connor invented the text-to-word gag that we do all the time. But one of my favorite things that he did was he would misspell things on purpose, or use emojis as a way to describe something, and that was 100% Connor's invention for the edit, and it's remained one of our kind of tricks with our editing style. Next, the next kind of big slew of videos that honestly Caleb Pike made fun of me for is the multiple M50 videos that we made.
M50 is a great camera.
M50 really made a big splash for our channel. Again, it was a big topic. A lot of you guys were interested in it, and we made an official review. We did a speed booster review, which was a lot of fun. M50
because
for video.
Speed booster didn't actually exist. It was like what do you call it? A hack kind of.
So at the time, there was no speed boosters available for the EFM mount. However, I found one on eBay, and as soon as I saw it, I paid, I think it was $200 for it. we effectively have a full frame camera for $700 plus a $300 adapter that shoots 4K, has focus peaking, a flip out screen, and dual pixel autofocus. There's nothing like it on the market right now because Canon has nothing at all in the full frame line for mirrorless. And in a weird way, this is kind of the only way to get a full frame mirrorless camera from Canon. And then during that whole time period when we were doing M50 content, we also started experimenting with live streams, and our very first live stream ever was about the M50. But yeah, ever since then, we've tried our best to do one live stream a week. Roughly, yeah. You know, here and there. But we're up to what, like 16 or 17?
We've done 17 of them.
After the slew of M50 videos, we went to VidCon for the first year ever, 2018 VidCon.
It was a lot of fun.
Although one of my favorite moments at VidCon was running into Jack from Jack's Films.
Yeah.
He's a really big YouTuber. He's got like over 4 million subscribers, and he's just a riot.
100% smoothness.
Exactly.
This has 100% smoothness and 0 lag. You can see all the pixels.
And look, you can use this little joystick here and completely control it.
Shut
Isn't that awesome?
up.
And then triple touch the trigger right there with your finger. 1, 2, 3. Selfie mode.
Yo, we out here at VidCon 2018.
What's cooking?
You can't tell, but I'm shaking like a leaf. But you can't tell because I'm using this gimbal.
The Ronin S videos that we did, especially the main review, really performed well. And the main Ronin S review video is still one of my favorite videos that we've ever done. I feel like I kind of told a little bit more of a narrative with that video by giving a brief history of gimbals, coming from my experience using the Movi M5, which I think a lot of YouTubers don't have that experience. The thumbnail for that video is definitely one of the best, if not the best, thumbnail picture we've ever taken.
Yeah, shout out to the real Malachi Instagram.
That's right,
or Malachi, my roommate.
He just nailed that shot, and it was so epic.
Beautiful.
So one of my favorite thumbnails. The next kind of big hit was the Mavic 2 drones, and this was kind of the first time that we got a real pre-release product, and we had to keep a secret for like 2 months.
God, that was hard.
My next favorite video was the Hasselblad 80mm review. We received that lens before it was released. It was supposed to be released at Photokina. So we shot a bunch of reviews in Nashville with that lens, and we released it when they released it at Photokina, which we went to. Yeah. That was so much fun. We went
Photokina in
Germany, in Cologne, Germany, or Cologne, as Americans say. The Photokina was a blast. We obviously got to see the new Panasonic S1 and S1R firsthand.
Kind of.
Kind of. We shot and edited that video in one day, trying to replicate the Blackmagic, but there's just not as much hype out there for it as the Blackmagic was. But we did get substantial views on that one. It was a lot of fun to do those videos. We also got to meet Andrew Reed from EOS HD. That was a ton of fun. We kind of met Kai W from our friend Dan Chung, who works for Atomos. He introduced us to Kai.
You should go watch Kai's video about, what was it about? It was about the Kip-on lens.
Yeah, if you watch Kai W's video on the Kip-on lens,
you can see Dave kind of like hovering behind him a little bit.
I had some little lines there.
And have your red end in people's faces. Yeah. You know, your bright red end. Just the tip. It's all tip.
I definitely fanboyed for sure. Like he's probably the biggest inspiration for me personally, because his style of comedy and reviews is really what I love, and that's what we try to do here at KINOTIKA. As soon as we got back from Germany, it was no walk in the park. We had to immediately start to throw our stuff in boxes, get a moving truck, and move to California from Tennessee.
Actually, about 6 to 10 minutes away from us is South Laguna Beach, which is just gorgeous. And I believe we shot the GoPro versus Osmo Pocket video, which Osmo Pocket has just been a nutty experience, bigger than anything else for this channel for sure.
Yeah, so again, DJI was nice enough to give us early access to the Osmo Pocket, and we shot a comparison with the GoPro Hero 7 because we thought that would just be something that you guys would want. Sure enough, it was. Then we also did a review downtown LA. We drove to the Art District, and that's the official Osmo Pocket review. You can see all the beautiful graffiti art behind me in a lot of those shots, and I just loved both of those videos. We're just so grateful for all of our new subscribers that have come. Because of the Osmo Pocket videos, our subscriber count has literally doubled. So if there's any of you guys who are watching this video now that have come because of the Osmo Pocket, hit us up in the comment section below. I, for one, am really excited about 2019. The very first thing in January that we have to look forward to is CES, which is happening in the middle of January. Hopefully we'll actually find some cool camera stuff. We're going to continue to bring high quality content to you guys, make it as entertaining as possible. That's always my focus for these videos, is to make them entertaining and educational, but entertaining first. So
that's right.
From the both of us, we want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And we're just, again, so grateful to have you guys be a part of this channel. That's the best Christmas present that we could ever receive.
Actually, I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Let us adore him, cry.